Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we have this look, brought to you by the Freedom Matte Bear palette. Really lovely palette, all matte obviously. You can create so many looks with this. It's just, I love the Freedom matte shadows. I think they're really good quality. It's a very natural eye look I've gone for, but a really bold lip. This is the lipstick I used. It's called Candy Sweet, which I think is a dupe for Candy Yum Yum. Not that I've got it, but it's one of those things, candy something really. And I've actually popped on some false eyelashes, which, I mean, if you couldn't tell, then yeah, they're very obvious. And this is not particularly how I would go out. My headband doesn't even match my top today, but it is Valentine's Day, so I decided to do something a little bit special. Head on, well, if you want to continue watching, the tutorial is coming up. Thanks guys. First up is the shaving balm, the sensitive post-shave balm. Let's get this. Oh, I don't want to put too much, like that is just enough. So I'll rub that into my hands till it gets a bit tacky, and then on to the face. My eyebrows are so puffy, I've just plucked them and they're really puffy. Not the best idea to do makeup with puffy eyebrows, but there you go. And so I am actually going to be testing and doing a bit of a first impressions on the Bourjois Healthy Mix Serum. I want to see if this is a dupe for the Teint Touche Eclat. I have got the little tester here. I believe they're the same colour. This is 52 Vanille and this is B10. Yeah, B10, I think. Or it might be BD10, so I can't remember actually. So I'm going to put a tiny bit on my hand here, and I'll put the same. First thing I noticed is that it's not as loose, maybe, if that's the word. Let's have a look. If I put a tiny bit here as well. Yeah, this is a lot wetter, a lot thinner. So that, well, that one's going to like run down my hand. That one isn't moving, and that one's much more, this is much more orangey toned, and this is a much more neutral colour. So I am going to test those two. That one is the YSL and that one is not. So let me pop those on my skin. They're both gel formulas though. That's the difference. So I'm going to do half my face in the Teint Touche Eclat, which is this one. And then half my face in, ooh, that feels nice, in the other one, Healthy Mix Serum. So I'm going to have to use a little bit more of that. So obviously I'm not just going to leave it like that and that's foundation. I am going to use, oh, my blending brush, which doesn't seem to be here. Oh no, really? I always forget something, just bear with me. Brush in hand. So I'm just going to work the Bourjois one down the half. Feels really nice. It feels quite nice on the skin, that Bourjois one. I love the YSL one. And I think if I was going to choose a high end, I would probably go for YSL. So that has a bit more coverage than that one, but still very nice. I am going to use a little bit more of the Bourjois. So I'm just going to check that it's buildable. I've now used a bit too much. I think this is a better colour for me, Vanille. I really like it. So I have, if you don't know, I've got sort of dry to normal skin. I don't get dry patches on my face, but I can do. If I use a matte foundation, I often get dry patches. Sort of during the day, it gathers around where it might be drier on my face. So, you know, that makes a difference. I'm just going to get that off the back of my hand because there's just a bit too much. Just wasted some. So one pump would probably do the face with the healthy mix. And I can't really tell the difference. I just need to look in the mirror because it's difficult to see on the viewfinder. Yeah, I think similar coverage, quite light. I don't like thick coverage. You know, my tastes have really changed. I know now that I prefer a dewy foundation followed by a thicker concealer, possibly. I'm using a yellow concealer actually under the eye. This is the Freedom one. Is actually quite nice. This is very yellow though. If you were looking for a yellow toned concealer, I would go for this one. The one I really like is my Avon one. The little pot. It reminds me of the, which one is it now? Bobbi Brown corrector one. Well, conceal and correct, I guess. It isn't corrector. It's definitely just a concealer. This is nice. It doesn't fall into any lines under the eyes. I do like it. I do, however, have to set my concealer. Doesn't matter when or where or why, I always set it. And actually I'm going to use this brush, which is actually a highlighting brush, and I'm going to use this yellow colour here to set the concealer under my eye, just and then I'll use the translucent powder I've got in a minute all over the face. But to set the concealer so it doesn't really go too odd under the eye, I use that one. And then the powder I'm using is the Freedom pressed powder, translucent. Oh, it's broken. Very annoying. Yeah, that lid's gone. What a shame. Really annoying that lid broke. It's my fault though, I dropped it on the floor. I'm just going to set that. The one thing I haven't brought in is my setting spray. Not to worry. There we go. Just adding that. And I'm going to take a bit of blush, and I'm going to take the, which one today? Which one haven't I used on camera? That one's a bit too shimmery. I'm probably going to take this sort of neutrally colour here, although that one is really pretty. What am I going for? I'm going for a matte eye and a pink lip. So I think I will go for this neutrally colour at the top here. It doesn't have a name, unfortunately. I'm just going to pop that on the apples of my cheeks. Like so. It's really pretty, this pink. Just blending it out. Seems to be a lot there. Don't worry, I can blend that out a bit. And then I'm going to take the bronzer that's in that trio and just, I'm not going to do a full-on contour, I just want to warm the face up. I'm just going to use that here. And just on the temples. I'm just warming the face up slightly. This is called, what's it called? Warm light. So yeah, it's definitely a warming, I wouldn't say this was a cool toned bronzer at all, but just for warming the face up, it's actually really nice, especially for pale skin, I think, anyway. Just popping a bit on the temples with my messy hair. I've tried to disguise how messy my hair is, but I'm not getting away with it, am I really? There we go. And I'm going to pop on a bit of the highlighter in the Pro Highlight in Brighton. It's a lovely sort of pinky shade. Just popping that on the tops of the cheeks. There we go. So all of that face stuff done. Let me just look at it in the mirror because it's really difficult to tell what it looks like until I look in the mirror. I'm going to put on the Freedom eye primer all over the lid. This is a good eye primer. Definitely wouldn't knock it if you haven't tried it. My eyes are so puffy due to the plucking I did. But it had to be done. couldn't come on camera the way they were. I mean, they are always messy. I don't do anything with my eyebrows. I should give them a little brush maybe in a bit, but I really don't do much with my eyebrows. They're so thick though, naturally, like dark all the way along, you know. There's not a lot you can do with them. I'd like to have them properly shaped though. You know, I just pluck where I think it should go, sort of along and down. Same here, but this one's more curved and this one's straight and down. So, you know, we all suffer with the odd eyebrow syndrome. Not all of us, but a lot of us do. And I am definitely one of those. So I am taking the Freedom Matte Bare palette. It has 10 shades in it and they're all pretty neutral. I love that there's sort of some cooler tones down this end, but I am going to be working with most of this actually. It doesn't have a mirror, unfortunately, but that's okay. I think it was only like £4 or something, maybe even less than that. So I'm going to take a large brush and take the lightest colour at the end. I really like their mattes. They are powdery, but they're very pigmented, so they work really well for me. And I'm just going to put that all over the lid. Just the top bit of the lid for now. And I'm probably going to use another bright colour on the actual lid, which I've seen in the palette. Oh, my eyes are so sore. Just a little tip, don't put on, don't pluck your eyebrows before you put eyeshadow on. And then I'm going to take the, so I'm going to take this colour here first and then followed by that colour to go in the crease. Although I am really tempted by this sort of, this colour here. I think I'll go with the sort of camel, light camel first. It's like a beige, it's true beige. And put that in the crease. Feeling quite good today. It is Valentine's Day and I'm videoing, but Claire is watching, oh, what's it called? Corrie, and I don't really like Corrie. The only soap I am interested in is the Archers, so I'm not really going to, I'm not that bothered about Corrie. Just tapping that off and going in to the crease just on the edge there. Such a shame that where I've plucked my eyebrows it's really left a weird shape. Oh well, not a lot I can do now. Just going to pop that in the crease. And I'm just going to blend that out because those lines are really harsh because of where I've plucked my eyebrows. It's making it look funny. And same this side. This is an all matte look today, so I'm going to use the Urban Decay brush I got in my Naked 3 palette, and I'm going to go for this light pinky cream, and I'm going to take that all over the lid. It's a nice bright matte. I love doing matte eyes with a nice bright colour on the lid. I think it looks really nice, but I also think if you were going for a smoky eye, this would be perfect as well, especially this palette. There's a lovely matte black in there. Just going to go all over the lid. None of these are shimmers, so you're not going to get a shimmery eye look. This is definitely something you could do every day. Just taking that all over the eye. This reminds me of the Poppy Picnic palette from thingy, Tarte. Tarte. And then, just give that a blow. And then I'm going to use that colour that I used in the crease. No, I'm not. I'm going to take this darker colour and put that just in the outer V, but really lightly. I don't want to have, you know, a smoky effect. Just want to lightly put that in the corner. And this is the time when you don't want a pigmented eyeshadow because you want it to be as light as possible. all I want to do is give some definition to the eye. My paws are so rubbish. So that is that. I think, to be honest, that is all I want to do here. I think I'm just going to leave the eye like that. And I'm going to take a brown eyeliner from Essence. Unfortunately, it is not a Freedom one. I'm just going to, oh, eyelash there, or an eyebrow, one of the two. Just going to take that on the inner part of the eye, just in the corner though. Same here, just tightlining it at the top. Just in those corners though. And the same here. I want this to be as neutral as possible. I noticed the other day I keep filming and actually putting my head out of shot, which is no good for you guys. I hate tightlining on this eye. Oh, I know, I'll just get it all over my lid. Well done, Leah. I hate tightlining on that eye. Let me just try and get rid of that. There we go. Big mark on my eye there. It's quite a natural look for me, as you guys know. Going to take the Freedom Long Length Mascara. Just scrape it off a bit. There's quite a lot of product on these. And use that for my upper eyelashes. I always get it all over my lids. Always. This mascara. I'm really rubbish with it. The same, well, with most mascaras I do it. Because my eyelashes are so curly, they just flick straight back into my eyes. And we get that look. I'm just going to be careful now. I'm going to take it right to the root. It's all over my eyes. I'm sure you guys will do it a lot better than I will. If you were to copy this look, you'd be a bit more skilled. I'm actually going to pop on a full slash today. So although I said it was a really natural way, I'm going to pop on a full slash, I think. They're quite long as well, so I'm just going to pop this on first so that it dries before I put the full slash on. That's better. I really like how my lashes look with this mascara. I feel like they look really fluttery and full and pretty. There is actually an eyelash now on the brush. Great. Oh, see what I've done? I've done it there again. I'll try and keep my head in shot. Oh, and here we go. Runny nose syndrome. Right, so I'm going to leave my eyelashes to dry and I'm going to pop on the lipstick. And the lipstick I've chosen today is a pink lipstick called Candy Sweet. I wonder if it's a Candy Yum Yum dupe with that name. That's a pretty pink colour. It's very sort of cool toned. Let me just look in the mirror because it's hard for me to tell. Definitely a cool tone lipstick. It makes my teeth look really white. Goes really nice with that blush as well because it's, you know, pink and pink. And the eye look, obviously, with it being so neutral, it really, really works. So, eyelashes. These are not Freedom eyelashes. I don't think they actually sell them. It'd be great if they did, actually. They should do a lash collection. But this is actually from, there's 5 pairs in here from eBay and they were 99 pence. And they're very soft and they're very good. And I really like eBay lashes. And these are meant to be sort of 3/4 length, but they're actually going to fit my eye. They're very, very long. They're quite thin though. They're sort of wispy. They're quite wispy lashes, which I like. I prefer that style to the fuller style. So I'm just going to pop and it's Essence glue I'm using. Again, they should do this, I think. They should offer glue from Freedom. So these are some suggestions, Freedom, if you're wondering. So I'm just going to use the Essence glue. Yeah, that would be good, wouldn't it? Just lashes from Freedom, especially if they're promoting themselves as a sort of more of a professional brand. You'd think that that would be something that they cover. Maybe they're thinking about it. Maybe they're not though, and maybe this is a good suggestion for them. So I leave that for about 30 seconds on both lashes so that they get a bit more tacky. Now, somebody asked me about applying lashes. For me, it's all about just getting in there, getting it in and just touching it up with a liquid liner, which I don't have with me. So the bands on these are very, very small. They're not thick bands at all. They're really, really pretty. And I'm going to attempt to put these on. So, got to open the mirror first. Here we go. So I'm just going to stick this right, just keep my eye closed, get it right next to the lash line as close as possible. I've actually got glue all over my lashes, but it doesn't matter because it dries clear. So, gosh, they're extremely bold lashes. Let's get that right into the lash line. Now, I've been waiting for a tool to come so I could pop these, so it'd be easier to use them. Yeah, that looks quite nice, although my lashes are now sort of not intertwined with them. Let's push that right into my lashes. Here we go. Hopefully that doesn't look too awful. Just try and get that in. There we go. My lashes are curlier than these. That's crazy, isn't it? But they look quite pretty, I think. They look quite nice. And then the left-hand side. Wondering if it will be left-hand for you, maybe. I've got mascara all over my face. Well done, Leah. That's a little here, mascara. That comes off easily. Right, I'm just going to stick this down. I'm going to get it right into the sort of bottom of the lashes and use my fingers to stick them on. Yeah, there's this tool, it looks a bit like tweezers, but they're shaped like the eyelashes, so they're round. And they look so pretty, they're so easy to use. And I was waiting for them to come from China and they never came, and so they've refunded me. So I'm a bit gutted by that. I'd like to get some, very much so, but for me it's just plonking them on. And wow, they're mega, aren't they? They're pretty mega lashes, if we're honest. Yeah. Now normally, like I say, I would hide the lash band with some eyeliner. And I do have an eyeliner here, a brown one, so I'm going to use this and just see if that just lightly go into the edge here. And just follow the lashes and go over the top. Because I don't want it to be a black line, I want it to be as neutral as possible. I'm using this brown eyeliner. I would normally use liquid, and I do have a brown liquid liner actually I could have used, but I didn't bring it with me into the room. So there you have it. And there you go, that is the look. I actually really think this is quite nice. It's quite natural on the eyes, but a really bold lip, which I love. And if I was going out tonight, then I would wear this, but I'm not going out, but I am having dinner with my partner, so we are going to enjoy that. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, as usual. Comment down below, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of the lashes. The foundations are very similar. Let me know what you think of the difference, if you can see a difference. Is one a different colour? Is, you know, and I might do a little bit of a catch up. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Comment down below if you would like, and give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already given it a thumbs up, just go for it. Or a thumbs down if you really hated it. So you know, I do get a couple, but not loads. Anyway, I shall see you all soon. Take care.